Welcome to the Spit Bucket House of Life. Thanks for joining us.
Oh my god.
Was that you, Eric?
Yeah.
Alright, because I'm recording. That's staying in.
I knew you were. I looked,
Started with that.
I was like,
and then, what's up, guys?
I was like, why is Omar talking abnormally, like different than normal? And I looked over, I was like, oh, he's already recording. That's why.
What do you mean? I'm talking differently? You say I'm fakes?
No, it's just that you say the N-word a lot less when we're recording.
Alright, welcome to the Spit Bucket. My name's Omar, and joining me at the table this week. Yeah, I hope it is. If not,
your hair's looking a little greasy right now, bud.
That hurts my feelings.
Remember when you said we'd never buy a house?
that was last week. But let me introduce you
We own
guys.
a house now.
So the people speaking just recently got diagnosed with fucking nerds disease.
You got him.
Jam Ginto.
Damn.
Nerds
You
disease.
really did
what is
that,
Yeah,
buddy.
What
she
is-
had fucking nerds disease.
Yeah.
Jam, do you want to tell them real quick before I introduce everyone
I get
else?
fucking nosebleeds, okay? Nosebleeds like you wouldn't fucking believe. And then the other
That
day,
makes you a nerd?
yesterday,
Absolutely.
I was running from down here. Omar was at the kitchen sink. I was sprinting. I ran into him.
Nose
Fucking
first.
booped my nose on his
She
back.
booped her snoot.
And then I was like, oh, that... I was like, oh, that hurt. Sure enough, I saw splatters of blood on my hand, and I was like, oh,
Damn.
I'm bleeding again.
Did Omar take your lunch money after that?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Your
Also,
milk.
we'll talk later about your fucking nerds disease again. But also at the table, if he ate as much ass as he ate burgers, he'd be all over the news. It's Ivan Prado.
I'd be like an icon, I guess.
Dude, you look like the police would be looking for someone who's eating ass.
Man.
Like, man on the loose has been munching on butt.
Greasy hair, mouthful of snap peas.
He's got
I'll
his,
tell
like,
you what, I'm gonna call the police on Alan. He was smoking that weed
Get closer
earlier.
with the
He
mic.
was smoking weed earlier.
But yeah,
I'm gonna smoke weed.
Ivan's got like his Predator fucking shit on. He's got like
I just put my hood up.
a black hoodie.
He put it up because his hair is greasy.
Yeah, my hair is greasy.
All right, and then this week he has 4 teeth less than he had last week.
And he only had 6 to begin with.
Replacing Salvador, we have Erik Mendoza.
I almost called him Eric Andre.
Damn. I thought you guys were going to call me Armando now.
We can if you want. I'd rather call you No Teeth, No Toofs.
No teeths.
No tooth? Toothless? Like from
Toothless.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Both of them.
Is it toothless? Is the dragon
It's
toothless?
toothless, yeah.
To round out the
It's toothless.
Damn, you can go.
Quiet Boys of Illinois, we got his brother, Foreskin of Steel.
Challan.
We got Alan.
Doer of illegal drugs.
Smoker of the gun.
Nobody here can prove that.
I took pictures. So
This is what
Someone quick, swell my hair, swell my sweater.
this is the leverage that Ivan's gonna use, so you don't tell the cops that he's been eating ass.
illegally. Just saying.
And Mabel's joining us too. Here, check this out. Mabel.
Wow, that is barely picking up. All
She ran
right,
away, she's shy.
so
I'm feeding my dog sugar snap peas, and Eric insists that I'm feeding her
Slash
beans.
They're beans.
yeah, I don't know if snappies are the best thing to be eating while you're doing a
What do you
podcast.
want me to? What else do you want me to eat?
Mashed potatoes.
But
No, apparently
Speaking
that's
of-
worse.
usually on this podcast we do some outrageous news stories from around the world, but we like to get in the mood before we do that.
That's true.
I'm
And
already hard.
Okay.
Speaking
Damn.
speaking of eating on mic, I guess we have Eric's ASMR corner.
Oh, I finished my epi sauce.
Your appy sauce, you finished it?
Yeah, that shit's done.
We got Eric's ASMR corner.
I'm just gonna wing it. Hello. It's me.
Oh, that tooth clank.
Not my hands aren't as ashy.
It was a good steel chair toot. Because of amoxicillin and his ibuprofen.
No, you can't hear that. I can't even poop. Good.
Give him a snap pea.
No, I can't even eat
Can
that.
I eat one on my?
Yeah, here I'm gonna have.
Oh yeah, because
Special appearance by Ivan.
because he got his teeth taken out.
That's a big load. I like that.
Yum.
Wait, Ivan, can you eat one of those? And Eric, you pretend that you're eating it.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Nutritious, right?
So good in taste. That was an overextension of that.
That's going to be our last Eric's ASMR Corner for a minute. He's leaving us after today.
Damn, Eric.
All right.
Why you gotta do that to us?
All right.
Let's move
He
on.
doesn't love us anymore. That's why.
That's okay.
Okay. So, back to the show.
Podcast.
So, what we usually do on the Spit Bucket is bring some funny news stories from around the world. I got one that I actually really like this week. I think you guys are going to like it too.
It better not be mine.
That's why I like to go first, because then I can steal all of your
I
stories.
just want to start this podcast by saying double doink.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, y'all
You
ever
just
just
wanna
fuck around and hit
miss a field goal?
hit an upright and your team sees?
R.I.P.
Hey, shout out to
Bears.
Cody Parkey.
Shout out to my man
Yeah.
Cody Parkey working for the Packers
We
by
Double
eliminating the
doink.
Bears.
Right
Yeah.
before that kick, he's like, "Hey, you know what'd be funny if I hit that upright?"
Again.
They said, "Hey, no balls," and he said, "I bet." And then he
Double
hit it over.
doink.
I mean, honestly, if he was aiming for those field goal posts, he would have been the best kicker in the world.
That's true, though.
Maybe that's exactly what he's aiming for.
He has 100% accuracy on that.
Maybe he still hasn't figured out this whole football thing. Because I just kind of figured it
He's
out.
only in the pro league.
He's like,
It's not too
I
late.
still don't know if I'm supposed to hit the poles or go in between them. I can't tell.
Every time he hits the poles, he does like one of those Tiger Woods whenever he hits the ball good. He's like,
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
The wounds are still sore for our fellow Bear fans. So
yeah, we literally
We'll
just
get him
finished
next
that
year.
game.
we'll get them next
There's
time.
always next year.
I said all the Bear fans are ugly, and I didn't realize that Ellen was wearing a Bear shirt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
And you had
You're the
complimented what I
exception.
was wearing earlier too.
So
Fake.
Oh.
dumb.
All right, so let's jump into some news stories.
Let's just jump
And
into
this
it.
one is
That was a good one. Damn, that was good.
so good and tasty. All right, here's my news story for the week. A would-be kidnapper chased a woman into a karate studio,
Damn.
and that was a bad move.
Was it?
Oh, absolutely. Y'all ever been kidnapped?
Y'all ever been?
Almost.
Why?
Almost. Yeah.
No.
Wait, what? All right,
I like-
Alan, you go first.
I like to
Damn,
bring
go
news
next.
stories that we could talk about.
All
The
right,
news is
Tell
the
me how you almost got kidnapped.
So I was at one of our Boy Scout meetings.
that's already
Yeah.
not starting good.
So what we do whenever we had nothing really to do, we do like the opening ceremony, like the oaths, whatever, and then
Uh-huh.
they'd like let us go play outside. And this was during the wintertime, so it was already dark. The meeting started at like 6. So we're outside playing, and then everyone kind of goes in, but I stay out with a few of the guys just to finish up a game.
Right.
And this like Jeep Cherokee pulls up with like these two really like fine ass girls, like they were
Oh,
beautiful.
shit.
And then they start.
Wait, how
calling
old were
us.
you at this point?
I was I want to say 14, and these
Oh,
were
so
like
you would have gone.
Oh yeah.
these were like 19-year-olds, and like just to be fun because we were like still kind of kids. We hid away even though
Damn,
they
you
were
guys
calling
were
us.
you were the jailbait.
Yeah, so
Damn.
they were calling out like, "Hey, come in the car with us." And I
What
was
the
like,
fuck?
I was like, and the teenage boy inside of me was like, "Damn,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I'm really
pussed.
considering it." You know.
Uh-huh.
That's scary though.
Yeah, but they were driving around the
14.
parking lot. We ended up hiding in the woods, like right behind the parking lot, and they were circling around looking for us for like a good 5 minutes.
What the
that-
fuck?
And for the
Damn.
first 2 minutes, we're like, "Oh, this is fun," they're trying to find us. But then after a while, we're like, "Oh, hey, they're kind of looking for us." So
This is scary.
Wow. Did you know about this, Eric?
Probably.
he never told you I almost got kidnapped
Yeah.
earlier
If they
today?
if they were serious about it, that's creepy as fuck.
Wait, so you think they were like teenagers?
No,
Or
they're like
was
two-
it when you were a kid and everyone was like,
no, these were like 19-year-old girls, and they look good. I remember very, very clearly how they looked, and I was like, "Damn, not enough." Wow.
Damn,
Okay.
Eric.
Did you ever think like maybe they really just
What is
wanted you?
that chicken noodle soup?
Can you imagine? Like,
Maybe
had,
they really just wanted your little boy body.
man, I think about that sometimes. I'm like, man, that could have been like the best case scenario. That could have been like one of the highlights of my life.
Ivan looks like Scooby Doo.
I can smell that. I can smell that fart, Eric.
Can you think
There was some heat on that. Yeah.
Is that why it smells like peppermint? Was that
No,
you?
I put lip balm on.
Around his butthole.
You don't want to get that chap during
I didn't tell
winter.
you which lips to put them on.
You got that chap ass.
He's got assy chaps.
Next time you're on here, we're going to call you Chappy.
Thank God I'm never coming back.
Oh, man. So that was when you almost got legitimately kidnapped.
Scary as fuck.
I don't think I would count it because I'm a boy, but like
Boys can't get kidnapped.
boys don't get kidnapped.
Except that time you almost got kidnapped.
Yeah, except that one
That's how
time.
you almost got kidnapped.
Scary as fuck.
Oh, man.
What if it was like 19-year-old boys?
Oh, pfft.
I would have gone in.
I almost got kidnapped if that was the case.
Yeah. What if they were just like recruiters for whoever?
The army?
The army.
Yeah, no, what if the Bears were just, they needed a new kicker?
Next time you heard from me, I was in Nam.
The kid that they actually picked up? Cody Parkey.
He hasn't been seen until today.
Crazy.
Jam almost got kidnapped, too.
All right, Jam, tell us how you
For
almost got
sure. So I was on one of those sad walks with one of my dogs that I had at the
Nice.
time. This was in Rockford, Illinois, by the way.
kidnapped. That makes sense.
So I crossed a busy street. I was wearing leggings. And
So you were asking
you were
for
pretty
it.
much
You
asking
were
for it.
I was asking for it.
Yeah.
guys.
Especially because she cut the butthole out.
Exactly.
Damn,
So I was
kid
walking
ass
this scraggly ass looking dog. To be fair, I didn't know what breed this dog was. It's a red pickup truck. I saw zoomed by.
It's always a red pickup truck.
Zoomed
always.
by.
Yeah, the Jeep was red, by the way. I forgot to mention that, but go on.
Yeah, if your car is red, you're a predator.
Predator. Said the guy with the red Toyota Yaris.
He's like, yeah, I know.
I'm out there. I'm looking for ya.
Damn.
Anyways, so I saw them do like a double take as they were zooming by, and then they pulled into the street that I was walking on, and they were like, "Hey, what's going on?" I said, "Nothing." And they looked at me up and down, and they were like, "What kind of dog is that? Do you mind if I touch him?" And I was like,
They said you got a cookie.
I don't know what kind of dog this is, and they wanted me to like bend down and pick up the dog, and basically I had to have extended my arms all the way up to hold, because the truck was fucking tall. And then he was like nudging the guy that was sitting next to him, because it was one of those trucks that had a seat in the back, so it was like a double caravan. Is that what that's called?
I have no idea.
Double cab.
Yeah. So
What if it was just the cash cab? He just wanted you to get in.
he was elbowing the guy.
The fake taxi cab came by.
He was elbowing the guy and kind of giving him that like head nudge, like the.
Like, this is the one.
Yeah, and I said, no, and then the cops, like, zoomed by, and then they, like, looked at each other, and they just sprinted.
They sprint, like
They just sped
left.
off.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
super fast, and I hid behind a van for, like, 10 minutes. I went home, and I cried about it to my mom, and then she just kind of laughed about it.
Oh my god,
Damn.
that's the best thing you could do when your kid's like, I almost got kidnapped. Just giggle.
That's funny. It'd be like that sometimes.
It do.
You guys never try to kidnap someone?
Who the fuck would try to... have I ever been kidnapped? I'm like, who would try to kidnap me?
Damn, dude. What do you think there would there have been anything as a kid that someone could have offered you where you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go with them?
Probably
They
money.
got this.
Probably money.
Money?
Charles.
As a kid?
Yeah.
Money was your motivation, Ivan?
Bro, I've always been about money.
You got that hustle in your blood?
I was born with the hustle. Dude.
Almost threw up.
That's hot. Yeah, but I have no idea, honestly. I don't think so. I've always been afraid of people.
Always?
Yeah. still
Yeah.
am.
Is there anything that could have enticed you, Eric? To go into like a stranger's vehicle?
Probably a lot, but I wouldn't be able to think off the top of my head.
Probably a lot.
What
It would have been easy to kidnap Eric.
Yeah,
so
but
if
I
some-
didn't go outside a lot, so.
No, I mean, I would have gotten in if someone's like, hey, I got these Burger King gold coins with a Jigglypuff on it.
Damn.
You guys remember those?
Yeah,
ones with
I used to
Mewtwo?
have a couple of...
The ones with Mewtwo on there. I'd have gotten in for those.
We had
Those are
Mew
worth...
and, like, one other one, but it's gone now, so...
It was the one
Wasn't
that
it,
Misty would carry.
Togepi.
Togepi. Togepi.
God, I hate that you have that word in
Wait, so does Togepi or
vocabulary.
Wobbuffet get the crown for like the most useless fucking Pokemon?
I thought it was,
Chikorita.
not Chikorita.
Slowpoke is pretty garbage.
No, Metapod, isn't it?
Oh,
No, isn't it Magikarp? Isn't Magikarp
No, because Magikarp turns into
right?
into
But
Gyarados.
Magikarp itself.
I remember like
Isn't it
No, I
garbage?
think-
for a little while I
think
wanted
Metapod
a
is
level
probably
100
right.
Metapod, and all I did was use
Yeah, because
Harden.
literally that's all it does is use Harden.
But then it
Where-
turns into a Butterfree.
Because
doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I would stop the evolution.
oh wait, you know what? Because
Cancel.
I was gonna say Magikarp uses Splash, but that's just as useless as Harden, right?
It actually like pisses off its opponents. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, can you imagine a fight just between those two?
I'd have fucked Goldeen.
Right? She had those lips.
Oh.
I mean,
She had those DSLs. Bro.
Damn.
Truly.
And she
and she would go,
She will wet.
Goldeen. Goldeen.
Why does Mabel have lipstick on her head?
Smooched her. Yeah, I see it.
Did you kiss the top of her head, Jim?
No, I don't have any on.
Mabel, you put it on wrong.
Who's kissing you?
It's just, I don't know. I'm a dog.
Goldeen or Jessica Rabbit, boys?
Damn.
Isn't one of them an actual girl? Though?
Damn.
Damn. I
Uh,
was
a
like,
real
I'm more
question.
of a what's her name, Lola Bunny or whatever kind of guy.
That was my first girl crush.
Wait,
Really?
Lola Bunny?
Lola Bunny was yours?
Lola Bunny or
But not
the
Space Jam
bunny,
Lola
the bunny from Zootopia.
Baby Tunes.
Oh, dude, she's thick.
God
Big.
damn.
The one from
We're getting
Zootopia?
weird
What is
territory
wrong
right
with you guys? Are you guys okay?
Oh, wait, you're talking about the bunny cop?
Yeah, the bunny cop. Bunny cop or Lola Bunny?
What's her name?
Judy Hopps.
Judy Hobbs. What were you saying, Jim?
Judy
Not,
Hips.
not
Judy Fix.
Not-
Judy Fix.
Not Space Jam Lola Bunny, but Baby Looney Tunes.
Oh,
You're officially kicked off.
hey, I'm about to call the cops real quick.
Jim.
Hold up.
You gotta change your. Let's switch cars. I'll take your blue one. You take my red one now.
And,
God damn.
You snatched me up at 15, boy. I don't want to.
Yeah, my car was.
Well,
red.
mine was 26.
I had no choice.
That's crazy.
Oh man,
You guys are.
you guys never answered my question. So you said. So you're saying Lola Bunny.
Hell yeah.
You're saying
Judy Hobbs.
Judy Hobbs.
Judy Hobbs.
What about you?
She's a fucking rabbit.
I'm gonna go with fucking.
Mr. Mime.
I'm gonna go with Professor Oak.
He said
That
Dog
gray
Trio.
fox.
That boy was a gray fox.
I'm gonna go Lapras. I'll go Lapras, boys. All right.
That's
I was like, nothing turns me on more than sending little children into the woods with some animals to go fight.
Take these wild animals and go fight in the woods.
Oh,
for the
man.
next year. What a man.
PP, use Harding. All right. Wait, so you guys have never been kidnapped? Is what you're
No.
saying? It was only Alan and
Almost.
lost
the
before that.
prettiest two people here were gonna get kidnapped.
thought it was
Congratulations. That's a compliment.
This man stuck his whole ass out the car, a moving car window earlier.
Yeah, to take a shit.
Honestly, so polite though.
Right before we left my house, he cracked the door open and farted, and it closed it right back.
Eric is
so
the most
generous.
polite man you will meet.
But it's also funny because he stuck his ass out my car earlier.
He didn't put his seatbelt back on. I'm gonna call.
I
the
didn't
cops
have it
again.
on to begin with, so.
All right, so here's back to the story.
Oh, yeah.
So the incident happened at 9 p.m. Thursday outside a dojo in Charlotte. According to CNN, the head instructor Ralph. Oh, god damn it!
That's a weird last
frame. A frame. Let's call him Randy.
Okay.
So my boy Randy, he told CNN that he was straightening up the dojo, which the karate studio is. They're calling it the dojo, the Doge for short.
Doge. No, that's true.
When a woman rushed in. What?
The Doge.
The Doge.
You've never been to a karate Doge before?
I used to take karate, boy.
How come you're still bad
There's
at
like a
fighting?
hip hop karate class, and that's what they call it, the Doge.
I hate you guys.
I would take a hip hop.
Hip hop karate.
I'd take a hip
You
hop
take
karate
that, no, you
class.
take that hip hop self defense class that Mo teaches in Simpsons. You know
What?
You
I don't think I've ever seen that episode.
Yeah,
That
it was
sounds like
funny.
something Mo would do.
It's like a GIF where like Mo's dancing
Yeah.
like in a classroom, and Homer's like walking. Is it Homer that's walking
Yeah.
by? Yeah.
That's what I imagine you doing. Like a hip hop self defense class where all you do is dance and hope they don't like beat you up.
Well, I remember because I was taking taekwondo, and then they would teach you these routines. But I always, even doing the routines, I'm like, what if they go behind me?
Right.
I never understood it. I was so bad at Taekwondo that they had someone come and tutor me at home to like pass to get my next belt, and then we ended up just playing like Super Mario, and I never learned the routine, so I quit karate.
That's how bad they were. They were like, just fucking play Mario with them.
No, because it was funny because the instructor, his kid was taking the karate class, and he was like 2 belts over me. So then he's like, "Hey, like teach this little boy the routine." And then the kid came over, and I thought he just came to play. So I'm like, "Hey, do you want to play Super Mario?" And then he's like, "All right." And we just played Super Mario. And then his dad came back like an hour later, and then I remember I didn't pass. I just went there to socialize. I didn't go there to learn karate.
Damn, and find you people to play Mario with.
Pretty much, because the only reason I wanted to learn it was because I was a big fan of the Three Ninjas movies. Yeah, you guys remember those? It was like Ninja Turtles, but without them being turtles.
I know what you're talking about.
That sounds terrible. The only thing that makes Ninja Turtles cool is that they're turtles. So
That they're turtles.
the turtles.
Do you like turtles?
How do the turtles fit through the sewer holes?
Right. They're fucking white as shit.
Do you guys remember when Chris Angel took a sewer lid and he peeled it off? Could you imagine he did that to the turtles? Chris Angel would be their worst enemy.
That's true, though.
Shredder who?
He's like their Thanos.
Right. He said with one snap, I could turn every manhole
Into a boy hole.
Damn.
All right. So he was straightening up the karate studio. Some woman rushed in. This was his quote. There were some kids in the dojo being picked up by their parents and a couple of adult students cleaning up. A young lady came rushing through the door and stated someone was trying to harm her. Shortly afterwards, a big male entered the building.
Big Chungus.
A new challenger appeared.
Damn.
He said,
How hard was this guy's dick where he thought going into a karate studio was a good idea?
Right?
Like after this chick.
do you think he realized it, or do you think he's like, she went into that empty building? Because there's nothing,
also-
like a
But there's people
karate studio is just an empty building with a padded floor.
That's true.
But there was people being picked up, and it's like, come on.
Here's the thing, though. In order to kidnap somebody, you got to be out of like a normal mental state. So he probably wasn't putting the 2 and 2 together. Like, you probably can't kidnap somebody in an open space like this.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, so this is what he did. So, not knowing what he wanted, I assumed he was inquiring about classes. It's just, so what happened to the girl? She ran in. She's like, someone is trying to hurt me.
They're like, okay, bye.
And then he's like, I need you to leave. And then the guy runs in, looking around. He's like, oh, you must be here for my classes.
What is up?
So here's a pamphlet on all the courses we offer.
And that woman, she's right back there.
Oh yeah, by the way, here she is.
So I asked how I could assist him. Do you think the guy would have just straight up been like, I'm looking for a woman?
Right.
So he,
Kidnap somebody?
yeah, I'm here to kidnap. Can you help me kidnap her? She's very wriggly. So I asked how I could assist him, and he said that there was a lady that he was looking for, and she insisted that she didn't know him and that he tried to kidnap her. Then my boy Randy said that he asked the man to leave, and he wasn't going anywhere. Then he tried to force himself further into the studio, aggressively pushing and swinging. I mean, the
Wanted that girl.
yeah,
dude.
the woman had nowhere to hide. Like I said, there's
Right.
nothing in karate studios. Mine was just a basketball gym.
Wait, so was
Wasn't
it
even
was
in
it
the
the
studio?
the sensei who like whooped this guy's ass?
His name's Randy.
His Randy.
Randy, so probably not because his name's Randy.
Yeah.
Would it have been better that he like made his students whoop this dude's ass?
Well, they were all children.
They could have learned how.
But it's funny.
This is real world stuff. That's what they're training for, right?
when you guys imagine like karate instructors, what do you guys picture?
Ponytail?
Someone who
Balding
looks like
head?
Logic.
The guy from the
Someone who looks
Damn,
like Logic. Yeah.
no, the guy who looks like the dude from Napoleon Dynamite,
Yeah.
like all American
You think somebody wants to get roundhouse kicked in the
Oh, that's what you
Forget about
picture?
American flag, like one piece.
You're talking about the
suit.
uncle?
He said forget
No,
about
The
it.
uncle who was
the-
filming himself throwing a football?
No, no, the karate instructor.
Yeah.
He had like a American flag bandana and a American flag like one piece suit on.
Parachute pants.
Parachute.
Yeah,
pants.
I assume he looked like my instructor. My instructor was a like 340 pound Hispanic man. That was my instructor. So I'm assuming that Randy is going to be similar.
Yeah, probably. His name's Randy, so you know he looks kind of disheveled. I've never seen a sane Randy. I don't know.
Fuck you, Randy's. If your name's Randy, stop listening to this. This isn't for you.
Unsubscribe. Even though we're not on YouTube.
I don't know any Randys. All right, so he tried to force himself further into the dojo, aggressively pushing and swinging. The instructor then said, I went into action defending myself and got him out of the dojo. Once outside, he attempted to attack again and was dealt with accordingly.
But what does that mean? Did you like roundhouse kick him? Did you like punch him in the balls? Like
I would have. I feel like even if I knew karate, if someone tried to attack me, I'd go straight for the balls.
Right.
I'd play dirty right away. I don't care.
It depends. If it's like a fight for my life, I'm gonna do everything. You know?
Yeah, I feel like I'd forget
Petty
all
as
my
fuck.
karate
Yeah.
and just just start crying and swinging.
Right.
What karate move is that? The suspect also tried to attack police officers before he was arrested. He was taken to the hospital with injuries, and there was no word onto his condition up until this point.
He died.
So he might have not made
died.
it
He hit him-
after
he
this.
He might be dead.
Did you hit him with that 1-inch punch that stops your heart? Damn, he said, this one's for my boy Bruce Lee.
But I love that. I like the because you know when part of the classes of karate is just like this isn't to attack people. This is for self-defense. So the guy rushing in to kidnap a woman, the guy said he was defending himself. He didn't give a fuck about the woman behind
He
him.
only sprung into action when he had to defend himself. Wow, what a
There was
bitch.
children there and his other students and this woman who was about to be kidnapped, and he's like, no, are you here for classes, young senpai?
All right.
Young senpai.
Young cream.
Oh man. No, but he's like he's coming after me, so I gotta
better do
roundhouse.
something. Yeah.
Hit him with that fist of the North Star.
Yeah. Or do you think he just looks like a winded? What's his name? He was a cop in Louisiana. Steven Seagal.
Steven
Do you think
Seagal,
he was like
yes.
Steve? Do you think he fought him like Steven Seagal and he's
like-
all winded or
like-
Crazy Lokes?
Fucking George Costanza with a ponytail.
It's got to be like that.
That's what I'm picturing. Why do I feel like being a Taekwondo teacher is a sad life? Is that...
Dude, I would love to be a Taekwondo teacher. What are you
but you're a
talking
sad
about?
person, so...
Man, it would give me purpose. I wish. I
you
wish
have none right now.
I wish I didn't quit Taekwondo.
I'm glad you did.
Looks right here, homie. Know what I'm saying? For reals, though. God is good.
This
homie.
is when the guy came in to attack.
Just gotta keep things
This is his way of
pushing,
diffusing the
homie. You know what
situation.
I'm saying? For
Just gotta
reals,
keep pushing though.
Now until the end of time, homie. Know what I'm saying? For reals, though.
It's better if you see what he looks like, too.
Everybody
Shout out
And then once they had to actually fight,
go to the side like that. I want my Duke Pacquiao to win against Mayweather's on May 2nd.
this man is a legend.
can you imagine getting attacked by a 300-pound man who's making those noises?
And also, his name is Crazy Love. It's just crazy.
But that was it for that story. I just wanted to tell everyone that I was in
pretty sure the guy
Taekwondo.
died, though. Honestly.
That story was for
You want to
me.
tell them about how you were in the basketball team too, and you were a bench warmer?
I was a bench warmer on the B team, but I warmed that bench so well that we legitimately beat every other team and got first place in the playoffs after losing every single game in the regular season. But there was not enough teams for us to not be in the playoffs. And then when it came to the playoffs, we literally swept everyone, and that bench was warm. But I got that trophy. I got that first place trophy.
I can't
Owen?
help but feel sad right now.
It's in the garage.
I bet.
Dude, I'm going to put that up here right now that I think about it. I'm going to go find my
Along
trophy.
with the rest of your participation medals.
Dude, I made it to camouflage belt, and I got first place in Taekwondo. So,
There's a camouflage belt?
yeah, in Taekwondo there is, boy.
Ready for this, boys?
Let's jump to our fucking nerd over here.
Go.
The headline says, "Ops, ignore the email invitation to that Cookie Monster cat party." U.S. Embassy says.
Is that like a lemon party? Dude, Ivan, you look like a hacker.
He looks like Hacker Man.
He looks like Hacker from Cyber Chase.
Yeah, he looks like hacker from Cyber. His chin's so big.
I have a big chin. I have a normal chin.
So there's a Cookie Monster party?
Didn't Kim Possible have like a Hacker Man? But he was in his closet, like that was his HQ.
Me too.
Oh yeah, the like chunky kid.
The chunky kid with the glasses.
Damn, I don't like that. I don't like that description.
The U.S. Embassy in Australia issued a lighthearted apology on Monday for an invitation to a cat pajama jam, featuring a photo of a cat dressed as a Sesame Street character Cookie Monster that was accidentally sent out by email. This is the picture, fellas.
That's adorable.
Wait, who sent this email out?
Someone in the U.S. Embassy in Australia.
At the U.S. Embassy. God, it just had to be Americans who did that.
Oh, wait. The email reportedly sent from the State Department featured some Latin text and an RSVP button to the event, according to the Australian Associated Press.
I'd go to that party though.
Same here.
Do you like? I know when it's taking place. I know where it is now. I'm going.
Just go.
I got invited to a Cookie Monster party.
Spokesperson Gavin Sundwall said to the AP the email was a training error sent by new staff testing out the newsletter platform. It's unclear how many people received the invitation.
That reminds me of when Hawaii had that, like, volcanoes going off. Everyone's going to die. Just kidding. Our guy made a mistake.
Oh, yeah.
They did that with the nuclear... you know how they had that alarm where if North Korea attacked Hawaii... They would all get a message.
That's what it was. I think that's what it was.
They got the message, and nobody told them it was a drill.
Yeah.
Or like it was a mistake.
Well, because they showed the process of what it's like to send it, and the test one is right next to like the real one, and you press the real one, and there's no confirmation or anything like that. So it just went through as soon as they pressed the button.
You gotta imagine the whole island was like, "Wow,
we're going
to die!" Like there is no escaping
God,
this.
that's so scary.
Don't you think they should at least install like a double tap feature? Like you gotta like.
You'd imagine
You know what I mean?
so,
Just,
right?
Like an
two.
unsend button. Man,
I don't know. Or maybe just like you flip the lid and then you press the button. You know,
Right.
instead of just you press it and that's it.
But it just runs on Windows 95.
Damn.
Their last statement was, "Sorry to disappoint those of you who were hoping to attend this Cat Pajama Jam party, but such an event falls outside of our area of expertise."
Man,
Fuck that.
I would have hated to not be invited, like knowing that that's a thing and not being able to go. I'd start my own.
Me too.
I've never been invited to a party.
Cat Pajama Jam, to
I
be
can see
specific.
why, because you did Taekwondo as a kid. And it failed.
Dude, I was busy as a kid. I didn't have time for parties
And now you don't have time
in
to do
elementary
anything.
school.
That's sad. Maybe that's why you have no personality.
I remember this one time he told me about how you hit your little bean bags on a bike,
beanbag
trying to impress
chair?
your dad.
Oh, that's true. I did. Yeah.
Press his little bean bag.
Well, go on.
Yeah, go on. Explain, please.
All right, so so here's the thing. I found a big hill, and it was behind my elementary school. Big dirt mound, and I had my little BMX bike. So you can go through the hills, and
But
it's
they
like
had ice.
yeah. So it goes from the road, and the road ends, and where it ends is just a big mound of dirt. So I would ride down the street as fast as I can and jump the hill.
What the hell?
That's what I would do on my free time. And then one time my dad's like, "Where the fuck do you go when you leave the house, elementary school child?" I'm like, "Daddy, let me show you something." And I pulled my pants down. No, so I told him where it is. So we go there. And I'm like, "Dad, check this out." And then I'm like, at this point, he's going to be extremely proud. Cancel everyone else off the will.
He's gonna stop
Everything's
hitting
mine.
me.
He's gonna finally love me.
So then I take him there, and then I hit the hill, but I don't jump. I just go straight, and I slide forward. My front wheel hits the hill, and so that made. So then I lean forward and hit my beanbag on the steering part,
Ooh.
and then I'm like, ah!
And then what did your dad say?
I don't remember. I don't remember. Did I tell you what he said?
I feel like you said something like, ya ves?
Oh yeah, that's what he said. It's like, there you go.
There you go. That's what happens when you do dumb shit.
And that's why I don't have testes anymore.
That's true.
Now I just have two peepees.
He has a machine now.
The machine.
A machine.
I have a machine.
No.
Boy, I got a
He has a
machine.
Vegeta.
Now, yeah, so that's why I have to pump my nuts to get hard. Let's go to the next story.
All right, whose turn is it? My turn?
What do you got for us, Ivan?
Vancouver restaurant denies serving up dead rat in chowder. That's gross.
Damn, I used to love chowder.
They denied service to a rat?
What? No. Crab Park Chowdery is adamant that there's no way the incident could have happened in their kitchen.
I remember when people were finding shit in Wendy's.
I
remember
I
the
told you guys
thumb?
this already, but I found a fucking nail.
But the
in
thumb
my
thing was
Popeye's
it was a
coleslaw.
hoax though.
It was a hoax.
Mine wasn't. I straight up found a fucking nail in there.
Well, they had a dead body in the dumpster of the McDonald's by my house in Rockford. Does that count?
Yeah, but that's Rockford.
I found a screw inside my chocolate milk at Old Country Buffet.
Oh.
How did that happen?
So was it in the cup or did it come out the milk? Because the cups are like they clean it and stack it like by the.
Well, okay, so I flipped because the cups are always upside down and like in the holders. So I flipped the cup and I went to the machine that has chocolate milk on tap.
Oh
and
shit!
Screws.
Yeah.
Apparently.
God, I love America.
So then I push the handle because it's like a soft serve thing, you know, where you just pull it,
Right.
Or I guess like a lemonade thing or whatever. So you just like lean it forward, and then chalky milk comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So I just hear I don't know why, but I like look away, and then I just hear like a noise, and then all of a sudden my hand's covered in chocolate, like a splash happened, but my cup isn't even half full. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I just keep filling my chocolate milk.
He said, "Let me just start drinking it." I guess.
And then I just like I go to the table. I have my Old Country buffet food, and then
like
I'm drinking my
pizza
chocolate
and
milk. And
random
then once I get to the bottom, I'm just like, why is it rattling?
He said, "Hey, why is this chocolate milk salty? I thought it was supposed to be sweet."
Yeah, and then it kind of makes me want to gag now that I think about it. But yeah, there was a giant screw from the machine
That's gross.
in my chocolate milk. Yeah,
Now you just put it in on purpose whenever you drink chocolate milk.
yeah. Now I can't have chocolate milk without it.
Vancouver restaurant has unequivocally denied claims it served a diner clam chowder with a dead rat in it. Last Thursday, Instagram user, I can't pronounce his name. It's spelled Pisun. What is that?
Pisun.
Pison.
That sounds like someone who. That sounds like someone who would put a rat in their chowder.
_NE_NE. What the fuck
I have
kind
no
of
idea.
name is that?
I have no idea.
Anyways, it shared a video of the alleged incident showing what appears to be a rodent pulled from a dish served by Crab Park Chowdery, which is a restaurant. The post is the first to be shared by the account in more than a year, and while its caption includes a link to the user's active page, many have cast doubt on its authenticity. So, oops, I just opened something.
It's just moaning starts happening.
So good and tasty.
Eric, can you give us one of those?
No,
Give us a good old gnome.
I can't make that noise either.
No.
Anyways, HuffPost reached out to both accounts for comment. However, neither responded by the time of publication. So the post said, "Today my friend ordered Manhattan clam chowder and had a little surprise in it. A rat," in all caps.
Was it a full rat?
A rat.
A rat. The
A rat,
caption,
not a mouse.
a rat. The
That's
caption
even
reads,
worse.
"It's an awful feeling. It's not a fly or a bug. It's a fucking big rat boiling in a soup pot, which means my friend was not the only one who had a chance to try it. My active page is," and then they insert their link, "if you think this one is fake." In the video, and
that just sounds like a.
Right. It sounds like they're just trying to get money. In the video, an unidentified individual can be heard asking if the rat is supposed to be in there. Boy, it's a rat. No, it's not.
Well, Alan earlier, because we've been hanging out all day, so we were talking, and then Alan said that he would eat anything, including human tacos. So
I wouldn't mind, but I don't know about a rat.
Human tacos?
yeah, Alan said he would.
There was
eat
a guy
human-
who got his leg amputated.
Oh, amputated and he fed it to his friend? Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that.
and Alan said that he would eat it.
Oh yeah.
Would you look at your brother different if he ate human?
I mean, I don't know.
You should try it then.
I want to.
Why would it? I don't think it really matters.
Oh man, I told him I don't.
I mean, I'd try it. I don't want to go. I don't want people to be thinking I eat the whole thigh or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
you're
a
just
drumstick.
yeah, you're just like eating like a small amount.
It's like a taco. A taco's amount of human.
Yeah,
You would do that?
maybe.
I don't like how there's 3 out of 5 of us that are do that.
That would try it.
Who's the third person?
I said that I
Omar.
would. I said I'd feel more comfortable doing it if they mixed it with pork. I don't want to
still
eat all
human,
human.
though.
Though.
What-
I don't want to eat all human. It's yucky.
I'd want to eat 0% human is why I think it's ridiculous. You're like, I just need a
Wait,
little
what
bit of
was
pork
yours?
in it.
Like what percentage?
You
What
would-
percentage of human is
That's
it?
enough.
Jam
for me,
doesn't
man.
like meat though. That's the thing. So it's not because it's human. It's because she just
I
doesn't.
like meat.
There's only one part of the man that has meat.
Damn. Hey, me too, dude.
Hell yeah.
Me too, Jan. That's crazy.
So 3 out of 5 of us would try it.
That's too high of a percentage.
All right,
It's
in the
supposed to be
comments, let us
0.
know if you would try some human
And
tacos.
if you do, if you say yes, please do not listen to our channel.
No, this channel's
You
for
are
you.
not welcome.
This
no.
one's for you, buddies.
God damn it. Anyways, obviously the restaurant just goes on to deny the claims. They had the health inspection right after, and they closed the restaurant for a day to check.
Because they found another rat.
They found rats, but no,
They
the
found
weird thing
rats
is-
making food.
So they closed the restaurant, right? And the health inspector went through and said, like, yeah, it's fine. But then the owner was like, yeah, like, it feels good, but it was a hard day or whatever to deal with it.
Uh-huh.
So he's, like, going to sever ties with the restaurant. And he's like, it was his restaurant.
Oh, wait, so this made him
Everybody was
quit
just
his
like,
job?
Yeah, even though they're like, no, you're fine. Like, yeah, you passed and everything.
He's like, no. That means that he probably did it. It got away with it. He's like,
He said-
I'm done.
He said, ooh.
He said, woo!
He was like that SpongeBob meme when he's like, when you barely get away with serving a rat in a restaurant. He goes, that was a close one, he said.
Have your cats ever brought to you a dead rodent?
Not to me, but they've brought. No, here's the thing. They brought a dead bird. From
Did
what
you eat
Sam
it?
says, no, I never
Oh,
saw
that's
it.
disrespect.
But the owners, they're like, yeah, he's brought us a dead bird before, but they like play with the little mice in the house. They won't catch them or kill them. They'll just play with them.
Really?
Yeah.
So I had a follow-up question I was going to ask, but now that I know that 3 out of 5 of us are sick individuals, it kind of doesn't have a purpose anymore.
We're 5 episodes
but-
in. You're just now finding that out.
This is
Yeah.
this is coming from the guy who won't eat ass, though.
That's true.
here, guys.
Ivan, why won't you eat ass? Like, can we talk about that?
I'm a clean
Wait, so what was the
man.
follow-up question?
Well, I was going to ask if
Alan,
your
you eat
favorite
ass?
restaurant, or at least even one of your favorite restaurants, was closed because they had like roaches and shit, and like nasty shit, but they reopened later, would you guys still eat there? Or would you not want to go
I'd
there
look
anymore?
at it different.
I would
Right.
look at it.
But I feel like
Yeah.
my favorite restaurant is like an hour and a half away from here. It's like a drive-through pizza place. I couldn't ever
sounds-
say no to them.
That sounds
Well, what about what was that one pizza? What pizza place was cooking in the poo into their dough?
Oh, Little Caesars?
Dude, that's a Little Caesars.
Oh,
That
yeah.
should never be your best pizza place.
No, I mean that's not mine. I'm just saying that's like that would be the
Dude,
only-
that's like
You didn't
OG
remember that
episode. That's like episode 1.
It was
Yeah,
like
but
a Little
gotta be
Caesars
cool,
that was
eh?
like infested with mice, and the
Oh,
pan that they
yeah.
used to bake it in had.
I feel like that's got to be every Chuck E. Cheese, though.
yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese. Or
Every
Little
Chuck E.
Caesars?
Cheese.
Charles
No, every
E.
Chuck E.
Cheese.
Cheese
Damn.
serves pizza like
When was the
that.
last time
pizza's
you guys
pretty
went to
good,
Chuck E.
though.
Cheese?
I've
That's
never
been
been
a few
there
years.
ever in my life.
You've never been to.
I've gotten so much shit for that.
You got a kid. You can go in.
I guess, but
You're literally the only one of us that can go in there.
I'd rather take them
Yeah,
to
that's
People's
true.
Choice.
That's true. It's
true.
closer,
You get more
it's
bang for your
cheaper.
buck at
Oh, yeah.
People's Choice.
The pizza's pretty decent
Yeah.
there. All right.
Rocco's Pizza.
Good-
Rocco's
good,
Rocco's
good
Mountain
save.
Pizza.
Rocky.
What is
Good
it?
save.
Wednesday, it's like
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, I would trust my kid with Rocco, like the mascot,
better?
over the
Over-
Chuck E. Cheese
over Chuck-
mascot.
over
Charles
Chunky.
E. Cheese.
Charles E. Cheese.
it is Charlie Cheese. I
It
think.
is.
Charlie Cheese.
Charlie E. Cheese.
There was a pig on the news that swam. I think its name was Chris P. Bacon.
Oh yeah.
No, he had wheels on his.
Oh, yeah, he had
like,
He didn't
No,
have. He
But
didn't
also he could swim.
he didn't have.
No, I'm thinking of
he
a
didn't
different
have
pig.
hind.
You don't think he
legs.
could swim?
Yeah.
What?
But the news anchor just could not stop laughing.
Yeah, I remember.
His name's Chris P. Bacon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait, so he's never been to Chuck E. Cheese. Eric, you guys are related. Have you been to Chuck E.
I've been to
Cheese?
Chuck E. Cheese.
How did that happen? Were you not invited?
Didn't you go for like a party for like one of your elementary school friends?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't invited.
It's been a long time for me.
Man.
It's been years.
Yeah, it's been a really long. I used to love to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Actually, I think the last time I went to Chuck E. Cheese, we had just started dating.
Damn.
Because
why were you
Jam-
there? Yeah.
Because she was 15. And
They're
that's
like,
when you
miss,
took
you
her.
can come in, sir. You have to wait outside.
Jam-
No, it was a
my
cousin's
daughter going.
birthday party.
Damn. Did I tell you guys that when the last time I was there was 2 teenagers like on a date there
At Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, like-
Wait, why were you there?
with my nieces because it was one of their birthdays.
Oh.
Dumbass. Anyways.
Whoa, someone got defensive.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyways, so like you can do whatever the fuck you want, right? Like, do you? But at the same time, you pick Chuck E. Cheese for your date. Like,
It's we were just at the mall today, and there was that couple of lesbians. I think they were lesbians.
what are lesbians?
Well,
First of
where
They licked the labias.
Okay.
where it was like one of them had their head on the lap of the other person, but they were facing their crotch.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah,
no.
that was-
And I looked at you and I
Yeah.
said, "Is that allowed?"
Is that allowed here?
Well, I mean, they started letting people wear hoods again, so
Why were they making people stop wearing hoods?
Because if
Probably
they
can't
rob,
see in the camera.
yeah, if they rob
Yeah.
something, you can't see what they look like.
Damn, I wouldn't let you into my establishment looking like a hacker.
I'm in. I hacked the
too
mainframe,
late for
boys.
that.
So you guys would still eat at a restaurant that was closed down
Yeah.
for something that
Like if Ikigai
that's reasonable.
had
though.
roaches, I don't know if I could go back.
What if
I
they
can see that.
What if
Either
they
way.
like came like they cleaned it out though?
That's what
Unless
they have
they
to
switched locations.
Really? So it's
then
the
I'd
location?
probably go back.
Damn, but it's so fucking good
That's
there.
what they got to do.
That is
though.
literally the best restaurant
They
that
have
we
to
have
close
found,
down.
and it's like 10 minutes away.
I'm talking about the one off
Green Bay?
yeah.
This
out
episode
to
is sponsored
Ikigai.
by Ikigai
Hopefully we get free shit.
on Green Bay
They
and
just started serving.
what's
bubble
the other
tea.
street?
It's just Green Bay.
It's Green Bay.
The middle of Green Bay.
Green Bay and Waukegan. Go check out Ikigai.
It's
It
off
is
of Green Bay and
great.
Grand, isn't it? Green
Yeah,
Bay and Grand.
Green Bay and
It's like
Grand.
Yeah.
right off of
Next to
that.
the Pep Boys.
Yeah, behind the Pet Boys
Next
where
to
Ivan got
Good,
robbed.
man. What
It's
the
so
fuck?
good. I would go back. I'd do carry out.
Yeah, you're gonna carry some
But
roaches out too, though.
I guess
I'm gonna give you a little container of roaches.
it's kind of funny. The only 3 people who would eat human have all worked at restaurants. So
Because it degraded you as a human being. So you have low
Piece of
standards
shit.
now. Just saying.
But,
What would that mean?
you guys are godless, soulless human beings.
did you guys ever find anything gross while you guys were working at a restaurant?
Well, every summer, I mean, it kind of happens all the time everywhere, from what I hear. But
Uh-huh.
because I worked at Wendy's for like 3 years, but I worked at 3 different ones because I kept having problems with people.
Damn.
But every single
Sounds
one in the
badass.
summertime,
Someone's
the
problematic.
place would get infested with flies.
Yeah,
Every
that's
fuck-
true.
Every fucking summer.
When I was at Potbelly, like our soda machine would just get like little fruit flies. They would not leave. Yeah, I would not.
Do you think a fly's ever fallen into a vat of oil and then got fried like a fry?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And
Oh,
there's like
yeah.
the little burnt piece at the bottom that you just eat because you're like, fuck, it, it's
that's what
small.
I did.
No, here's the thing, because like
I love the crispy bits.
I accidentally served a kids meal cheeseburger with a fly in it, and I felt so terrible.
What?
So like it was. So here's the thing on.
Oh yeah, the fly. I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever eat anything ever again.
So here's the thing. So like this was on a Sunday, and where I was working at, it was in Buffalo Grove, and Sundays were like hit or miss. It was either stupid busy or like dumb slow, and it was a slow day. And some lady came in with her kids, and one of them was like a kids meal cheeseburger. She comes back, not even mad. She's like, "Hey, I'm really sorry, but
She's apologizing to you.
she's like, I'm sorry to
so
be bothering
sorry.
you. I see that you're on your phone, like not giving a shit, but like there was a fly in my kid's cheeseburger, and in my head, I'm like, dude, you know, all right, sure, okay, like." I kind of took it like she was lying.
It was the size of a football.
She just wanted like some free food. I was like, all right, do you have the sandwich just so I could throw it out? Because that's what you're trained to do. You're supposed to take.
Did you
the-
like apologize at all, or you're like, all right, I'll throw it out?
No, I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, do you have the sandwich so I can throw it out? Because we're not supposed to let them keep the sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So she hands it to me. It's got like 2 really good sized bites, from a kid, but like it had some decent sized bite, and like you can see the fly just melted into the cheese with a piece missing, and I was like,
Oh no!
and as soon as I saw it, that's when the reality kicked in, and I told the lady, I am so sorry. Oh my god, like that. I don't know what to say.
You're like,
And
I just ruined your kid. You're gonna need
Yeah.
a new one after this.
like the fact that you're not yelling at me right now is like.
Did you tell her like you deserve?
I gave her a lot of stuff, and I was like, look, I'm really sorry that.
Did you give her money back too?
I gave her money back. Hell yeah, dude. And I gave her a bunch of coupons, and like I replaced the whole order like for free. And dude, I felt so terrible.
That's crazy.
I felt really bad because this was a kid.
Yeah, that was that the only time that someone.
Yeah.
You fed a child a fly.
Inadvertently.
A
Well,
cheesy
I didn't
fly.
do it like it
I
wasn't.
mean, kids would eat anything covered in cheese.
That's true.
That's a
I'd
fact.
still eat anything covered in cheese.
Dude, we gotta. Whenever Ivan's dating a girl, we just gotta cover her ass in cheese. So
Damn.
Ivan can finally
Oh,
get back
shit,
there.
That sounds like a good time.
Ivan, would you go back there and give him a little?
so good and tasty.
And yet you still haven't uploaded that video to the Facebook
No,
page.
I have not.
You stupid son
No,
of
I
a
have not.
bitch.
Just letting you know, I'm not the only one with thumbs and a smartphone.
I don't have that video.
I don't have that video either.
I tagged Eric in it.
Yeah, you can't expect me to do it.
Yeah,
That's true. That was a week.
yeah. You just became the Parksy. What's it?
Cody Parkey.
The Cody Parkey.
He's the Cody Parkey of
Cody
the podcast.
Parksy. The Cody Banksy. Damn.
Agent Cody Parksy.
Damn.
All right.
That sounds like a shitty.
Did you ever find anything in someone's food, or like just in the restaurant in general, Eric? Never.
No, it
Really?
was just more of like being grossed out at like how the food was actually made. That was it.
Just the whole process.
So here's the
Yeah.
thing. Do you think the chili thing is weird? Because
Yeah.
a
What's the
lot of
chili
people.
thing?
Yeah, you
Well,
want to tell
not-
people?
well,
Are
it
you guys
is-
allowed to tell people about the chili at
I
Wendy's?
used to bring it up. I used to say it was like a conspiracy, but I don't
No.
know. It was just
Hold on, before Eric decides to destroy the entire Wendy's franchise, which like half of our family is in, by the way. let me explain what they do. Okay? There's a rumor going around, and it's partially true that the Wendy's chili is made from leftover like burger meat.
I mean, that would.
And everyone like freaks out about that, but what they don't realize is we have a hold time on the meat. After like 10 minutes, we put the meat into a heating tray, and after that, the same day, we boil it to like cure the meat. We chop it up, we pour it in the chili, cook the chili for like 5 hours, and then that's the chili we use the next day. When people
How long do you guys keep chili though?
It doesn't last more than a day and a half. We always have like 5. We make 5
But I'm
batches
sure that
of
there's
chili.
the bad restaurants that keep it for longer than they should.
Yeah, I'm sure like the lower. I mean, all the Wendys that I've ever been in, the chili like that sells a lot. You know,
I'm surprised how many people order chili. Not that it's bad in general.
it's
but I'm
actually
just
the healthiest
surprised
thing
a
you
lot of
can
people-
get.
Really? The chili's at Wendy's?
At Wendy's,
Yeah.
the chili is the healthiest thing you can get.
What?
Yeah.
And a baked potato with no like bacon or cheese or anything.
Yeah.
Like that.
How did that happen?
It's chili.
I'm gonna go get some chili at Wendy's.
It's good. I mean, the chili's good.
No, don't eat the chili, Eric.
I
I'm
don't.
just shaking my head at your food options.
Why?
I'm just saying, none of you three have the right to criticize each other because all of you guys would eat human tacos.
This is like the 9th time that Ivan's brought this up.
because it's ridiculous.
Let it go. Let it go.
I'm never letting this go. I'm gonna
wrong
put that
with
in your
that?
guys' fucking headstones.
We're
I would
gonna
eat
call
human
him as like a
tacos.
It's
surprise
tacos.
witness to save
All right,
our
what's
life.
the weirdest thing in a taco you'd eat then?
Tongue?
beef. That's it.
You wouldn't eat like a tongue taco.
Nope.
Dude, those are
What
so
about-
good.
what
Those
about-
are good though.
What about like
No.
a rabbit taco?
Okay, maybe that.
What about
I'd try almost any.
What
like,
about a Mabel taco? She's getting nice and plump.
No, because she's an angel.
How do you feel about quail?
I want to try it, but I don't know how it tastes.
Bird.
Yeah, quail is supposed to be like.
Anything
high
about
class.
wild animals though is that their meat's too gamey, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like it's too fatty.
except for elk, it's just straight up good. It's like beef but better.
I'd eat it.
But
I would
bread.
eat an elk.
You'd eat
I'd eat like a elk lodge member.
Yeah, me
Foot.
too. Yeah, me too.
At my last job, some white guy fucking fed me deer and didn't tell me it was deer.
You're like,
Would you have not eaten deer?
Had he had told me, I would have been interested, but he gave it to me, and I'm like, wow. He's like, what do you think? I'm like, this tastes really bad. He's like, oh, like, it's deer. Like, I killed it last weekend, and I made it into jerky. I'm like, wow.
I made it
okay.
into Wendy's chili.
Either you did a bad job or deer doesn't taste good.
I
I'm
told you
guessing
guys
it's the
about
first
that time. For some reason, we received a whole deer leg, and we didn't have room for it in our freezer, so we just left it outside in the snow on like our back porch. And then once the snow kind of went away for a little bit, we're like, all right, we could do something with this now. There was like bites taken out of it.
You guys used the world as your freezer.
It was like below,
So
like
gross.
below zero. So.
It's literally like
nasty.
taking a scoop of snow and
No,
then
it was
drinking
like
that.
it was like wrapped in plastic or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
So it wasn't just a whole.
It was like
leg
a
on
raw leg that they left out there.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's good.
I'd eat
Somehow
human.
somebody got into the bag. It was
It
a
was
human.
like cats or something. Bro.
Damn, I wish it
Oh,
was.
wait, I don't know, Alan, if I've asked you or even you, Eric, but they haven't really eaten anything weird. Have you guys eaten anything weird? Is deer the weirdest thing you've eaten? Because he ate. Ivan ate alligator. Jam, what's the weirdest thing you've eaten?
I think I ate.
I've
those-
eaten frog
turtle
legs.
eggs or something?
I think I've eaten those flavored crickets at Hot Topic. And just that.
Back when they had like
alone,
Jenko
yeah.
jeans, they used to have
That
those
was
like
probably
flavored
the
cricket-
weirdest thing. I don't think I've ever.
How
eaten.
were those?
Didn't we? I don't
Oh,
remember.
I've eaten brain before. Is that count?
What kind of brain? That's cool.
Cow brain.
Human.
Probably just cow brain. It was
Cow
an
brain?
animal brain for sure, but it was
I would hope so.
brain.
Because you'd probably be in jail if it wasn't. So
I'm calling the cops.
I have never eaten brain, so
Stop.
that
calling
is that
us,
is
Jan.
weird.
Stop calling.
What about you, Alan?
I was too young to really remember, but I swear, one time we took a road trip to Mexico with my parents when we were little kids, and they stopped on the road to get like some snake,
Oh, that's
like
cool.
some snake
Cool. I'd
jerky.
try snake.
And I don't remember if I tried it, but I remember asking what it was, and that's like the only memory I have. Of
I've
it.
eaten like full fried fish before. Like they used to have
Yeah, me
in Mexico.
Oh, like the
they-
whole fish, like
Yeah.
every part of it.
Yeah, like they in Mexico, because me and Eric's family are like from the exact same. Like we're like 20 minutes away from each other. So
Yay.
so a lot of
Y'all
the
ain't
same.
got shit in your
so-
town.
we probably
Get
get
it
a
all
lot
the
of the
way.
same stuff. So we probably get a lot of the same stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen it though when you guys have went, but they have these little tiny fish, like smaller than like a pinky, and they just fry up the full fish because that's the whole size of it, and then they'll feed it to you like fries. They'll put it in like a little container. They'll put like chile and lime on it, and you just pop pop pop.
I've seen those at
Those
like
are good.
Mexican
Do they have
stores.
bones?
Yeah,
have
it's like
bones?
it's the full fish.
You're supposed to eat the whole thing.
You eat the whole. There's nothing else. Like you can't take any.
it's too small to.
It's
like,
too
carve
small to
out
pick
shit.
at it. Yeah, because it's literally it's smaller than a pinky. It's the size of a fry, but
I'm
it's
sure
a
their
full
bones
fish,
It's
are
not
really
like-
thin and frail.
Yeah,
so when
exactly,
They fry
so
them,
you
they
can-
just turn to dust.
Well, you
Right.
can eat bone.
Yeah.
and it's fried, so it's
Did I tell you my brother does that? So if we eat like chicken wings, you eat the meat like
He
a
eats
normal
the
person,
bones
but
with it?
He'll eat the bone. Like you can get a couple wings and he'll get. Nothing.
You know what?
You'll get nothing back. There's
He'll
no, like,
get the
bones.
What?
the marrow.
Sometimes
I
I'll-
don't-
Yeah,
he
that's
loves
what
the
I was
marrow,
gonna
but
say.
he
he
eats
eats
the
the
bones,
bone
too.
marrow.
Dude, I want in 2019 I want to eat some weird shit in 2019.
Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna eat some eel this year. I'm
I've had eel.
gonna get more octopus. What else are we gonna try that's weird?
Octopus.
We gotta try some weird stuff. I'm also gonna try like high end meat. I'm gonna find some Kobe beef.
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat some Kobe beef.
Good. That sounds.
We're
That's
gonna
not
do-
weird,
we're gonna
that's just
do that in
good.
Tokyo, dude.
Corned beef.
Yeah, we're gonna get some
treat yourself.
fancy
That's what you gotta
meats.
do.
Yeah,
Wagyu beef is all supposed to be.
Why-
good.
why
let's
do-
do it.
Wagon beef.
Yeah, I think the weirdest stuff I've eaten. I've had frog legs before. Absolutely terrible. I've had some kind of beef pate, which is not like weird food. It's just fancy food. Fucking terrible.
Ivan's eating fancy feast.
Fancy feast is fucking terrible.
Y'all ever eaten dog food or dog treats?
No,
No, you're not
Weirdo.
supposed to.
Oh,
She said, "Oh, one for me, one for you." Is what she used to feed Mabel. Damn.
You
I
ever seen
tried
the
the frosting
video?
on some of the cookies before.
You seen the video of the guy who was like at the dog show and he was like
oh yeah,
waving the treat in front of his dog, and once the judge was like, okay, he like swiped it from him and he ate it on live TV.
Nice.
Damn.
That was weird.
You guys ever eaten a booger?
Hell yeah.
No.
When I was a kid,
Absolutely.
I've had to eat it in the sense of like I sniff.
It went-
I sniffle.
you
it,
like-
and
you
it just-
snort it and you feel it going down your
Yeah,
throat.
That's
but I've
disgusting
never
when
like
that happens.
picked one out and like, ooh.
Especially
no.
when it's like one that has like a hard bit.
Right.
Those are the crunchy ones.
oh,
boy.
God.
The worst thing I've
Literally-
done is like as a kid is just like stick it somewhere, but I've never put it back in my
Yeah,
mouth.
what's the proper etiquette with a
Dude,
booger?
I'm tearing up with how nasty that is. Like, that's disgusting.
He said it's burning my eyes right now. It's like you just bit an onion raw.
What, yeah?
What's the proper etiquette for disposing of a booger?
You gotta
As an
just
adult,
flick it.
just go get a napkin or.
I usually just flick it in Ivan's car
Yeah. I found a pile of them once underneath my seat.
with
And
my
I was like,
toenail
"Those are-"
clippings.
Yeah.
When I was weird in high school, I actually started giving a shit of like where I left my boogers. So I'd be like half asleep
Until
in my
high
bed.
school?
Yeah, until high school, and I was like, damn. I would pick my nose and like a big hard booger came out, and I'm like,
hot.
fuck, like I know I have to get up and throw this out
That's the worst when you have to get up and do something because it's gross if you just
because
leave it
it's
there.
like it's too big to wipe anywhere. So it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I'll-
Like, I'm
I will
not-
literally just flick it into the garbage can. Like I will stand over
Growing
the
up, I
garbage
didn't
can.
have a.
Nasty.
I never had a garbage can growing up in my room ever.
No,
like
is that why you're using a Christmas bag?
Yeah, well, I use bags now. Yeah,
Speaking of
Ivan's got
toenail
an
clippings,
industrial trash can in his
So
room.
one of my uncles on my dad's side, he lives in Texas
toenails?
now. No, he doesn't. But
Okay.
I'm surprised how comfortable she is.
he came
with
to
you.
visit
But I have a
once
story.
a few years
They smell
ago,
like cats.
and so he would clip his nails, right? But he'd do it in like the living room, and he would literally just leave it on the floor.
Ugh.
So you know how like let's say if you've ever clipped your nails somewhere other than like let's say a bathroom. That's where I clip my nails. But let's say you clipped it in the living room, right? Most of you guys would bring like a small garbage can or a bag.
You
or
don't
like
know me.
Or a
something.
napkin.
You don't know
Or a
me.
napkin. Maybe not Omar because he's a fucking caveman. But
I want that shit
you'd bring
going
something
everywhere.
to pick it
Homer's
up, right?
really good about it. One time he was across the room, like over the trash can, and it hit me.
That's funny.
I've gotten hurt with a toenail clipping, like
In the
I got it my
eyeball?
face.
in the eye. Hell yeah, it hurt.
That's when I wish I
Can't tell
wore
you
glasses.
How many times glasses have come in clutch because I clip and then it's like, I.
But anyways, so my uncle would clip his nails in like our living room on like the floor and just leave it there.
Ugh.
That's not a bad thing to
Well,
do.
you know, one of my uncles did that too, and I would like set up my toys to play on the floor.
You'd find the full
step
toenails
on
in your
it, like,
Hamtaro
ow.
house.
Literally, a like big, thick ass toenail that you're like, this is a piece of plastic.
Right.
Oh.
And you were like, like chewing. You were picking your teeth with this.
But he'd do it on the couch too, and so we'd have toenail clippings on our couch.
Disgusting.
Like, I've never been more glad for somebody to leave. just because of that. Like, it's not that I didn't.
Dude,
like
honestly,
him.
that's like a big thing.
That's gross as fuck.
Did I ever tell you guys about that creepy guy that used to live with me when I lived in Rockford? I don't even think I've told you about this, Omar. You ready for this? Story time. So my dad took this man in off the streets that he like met in jail or
That
something.
explains it.
And he was really creepy. We used to like leave the house like every weekend to come to Waukegan to be with the family. And then there was one like 4-day weekend where he was the only one in the house, and he ordered a shit ton of porn.
Beyblades.
Shit ton of porn
Porn?
through
Said
like
Beyblades?
Dish.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so it was like almost $200 worth of porn.
Damn.
Nice.
And
Wait.
in like what 2005? That's a shit ton of money.
That's
Still
true.
a shit ton of money because it's porn and it's free.
And then when I would I would be getting out of the shower and like walking to my room, he would like look me up and down. And I'd be like,
wow.
"No, dude. Like, here's the best part. This man, he ended up getting married, still staying in Rockford. I believe he killed his wife
Wow.
and tried to dispose of her body in Rockford. And I don't remember if he got killed too. I think he did. After he went to Mexico, he got killed.
Wow.
Well,
Interesting existence, this man.
He was a fucking creep.
That is creepy as fuck.
He used to we used to have like Jehovah's Witnesses that would always come over,
Uh.
and they kind of knew us by name by now because we would just like talk to them and be like, "Yeah, okay, you can leave now." And he would make it seem like he was my mom's husband because my dad was never
That's
really around.
weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he gave the illusion to the people that I was his kid, and that my mom was his wife, and this was his house. That guy was just bad news all around.
well, he's gone now.
Damn.
Yeah, he's
Now
fucking dead in a ditch now.
He's probably not even here.
That's probably the best place that he
I
could
forgot
be.
his name.
Yeah. Good
All right, let's
riddance.
go find him.
Good riddance. It's got dark, but I'm okay with it.
Do you want me?
No, you don't have to.
Do we have another story for the week?
This will be quick. It's a long article, but we can make it quick.
You guys will just never hear.
Did I
a
just
story
see tits
from
on
me
your phone?
again.
Yeah,
Is
just
what it's gonna be. I had one.
Hey, if
but-
I ever
Is it-
die, someone
It's
needs to
fine.
destroy my laptop, please.
Me too. If I asked you guys to do that, would you do it?
Absolutely.
I was like,
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was.
Like, just
I was.
draw
Well,
literally-
because if you're not gonna give us the password, yeah, I'll destroy it.
You gotta
Absolutely.
assign one of us to do it though, and tell us.
any of you.
Well,
No,
no,
my
you would
room.
have to.
I'll be the
designate.
first to destroy your fucking printer.
Yeah, I fucking hate that thing. Because my family will thank you for it too. They'll be like, yeah, I'm glad he put that in his will. To destroy it.
Destroy. And if I die, destroy the printer.
Please, just because it's a piece of shit.
All right, so man who was shot by his own dog insists he's still a good boy.
I love that. Mute Mabel. Hold on, what is that
He's
picture?
a good
say
shot
that?
too.
Say that again. Say the title again.
All right, so man who was shot by his dog insists that he's still a good boy. This is not the dog. So for
It's a
the
little puppy.
it's a
sleeping
little
with
puppy with
shotgun.
like a it's like a little puppy with like an AK or something, but this is not the dog. So many dog lovers will tell you that the Rottweiler has an undeserved reputation. Far from being the dangerous animals many people assume.
They also have thumbs.
Damn.
So they're actually very affectionate, intelligent, and are great with kids. Someone who maybe didn't get this memo, however, is Charlie, a 55 kilogram.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that European measure.
That's metric. We're here in America where we measure things by
Dun,
Yeah,
dun,
I
dun,
don't know what
by
that means.
barrels of oil.
Dun, dun, dun,
How many bald eagles does that weigh?
Anyway, so this is a big dog, 120 pounds, a Rottweiler mix who accidentally
That's a
shot
quick
his
That was
elderly
bigger than me in
owner.
6th grade. I was 100. No, I was 96 pounds in 6th grade.
Dude, I was 96 pounds in kindergarten.
Yeah, so he accidentally shot his elderly owner in the chest in the middle of New Mexico.
How?
In the middle of the New Mexico desert.
I was gonna say Mexico. There's guns everywhere. Like
Yeah,
Jam's
so-
uncle has like a bucket of them.
Quite literally a bucket of guns.
That's kind of cool, but also not cool. But
And
little.
so
Better
he-
keep his
Mexico.
Rottweiler away from them.
he says it went through my ribs, my lungs, and busted my upper collarbone on the right side, described the 74-year-old Tex Harold Gilligan. He told ABC News, I had a gaping hole, and a lot of blood was there too. I could see the blood, and I
hurt,
felt
you know?
it. It hurted, yes.
But I learned
He
it.
said, I heard it, but I learned it.
Yeah, so the shooting reportedly occurred while the pair, along with innocent bystanders, Scooter and Cowboy, also his dogs.
I really hope that it was
Innocent
Cowboy who
bystanders.
shot him.
Innocent buys. Yeah, so they were on their way to go hunt jackrabbits. The canine trio were riding shotgun. Literally, Gilligan had propped a shotgun on the passenger footwell of his truck while the dog sat on the seat. In a bizarre mishap, however, Charlie slipped and somehow got his claw stuck on the gun.
Oh,
The barrel
God.
was pointed at Gilligan, and he said his first thought was, what just happened?
I'm finna die.
He said that he thought it was a sniper that hit him, but it was isolated. Nobody was around, and it turns out it was his dog who shot him.
What was the dog's name that shot him? Do you remember?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Damn, not cowboy.
So
I wish it was Cowboy.
But yeah.
That would have made more sense.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean,
I'm no gun expert, right? But like, you'd think he'd load the gun once he gets there.
or maybe the safety on
Yeah,
at least.
I mean, you never know when you're gonna run into a jackrabbit on the street.
Right.
You got to be
gotta get
ready.
your shit ready.
We ran into a rabbit today.
That's true. But
It's
I would've
not
shot it.
Jackrabbit.
I would have put it
Yeah, I would have shot it. Would you have ate it though?
in a taco.
yeah,
I would eat anything in a taco.
ass.
I would eat yours.
Nice. But without the taco.
Yeah, or the cilantro.
Yet you never eat my taco. You thirsty there, bud? Give me some of your use.
I'm out.
Oh,
I'm all out
I
of
got pineapple
juice.
juice in my car if you guys want some.
Yeah, Ivan has like a gallon of pineapple juice in his backseat and tissues. Like,
it's
what
what
the
he
fuck is
uses
up with
to
that? Entice-
lure in the kids
Yeah.
when he's out prowling.
Omar
You ever hack the internet, kid?
Yeah, you want to hack some internet? You want to hack some
God.
mainframes?
I like that story though.
Poor guy.
Oh man,
He
I
lived,
wish
though,
Mabel would
obviously,
kill me.
Right? He lived.
Yeah, he lived, and he insists that his
Mabel
dog is
will
still a
be
good
the
boy.
death of me.
So
Man,
You know
Mabel's
what?
farted in my face before. That's the worst she's ever done though.
Damn.
Mabel's eating some yucky tissues, and she's still a good girl.
That's true.
Yeah, she's just a gross girl.
Eric, why do you look so disappointed?
I got a lot of stories from Rockford too, about a lot of interesting characters. So
Speaking of Rockford interesting characters, let's jump into our new segment of the show. We got our
My favorite segment.
Rockford Facebook screenshot of the week.
No, let's call them the Rockford Files, remember?
All right, Rockford Files. While Jam goes and finds her Facebook screenshot of the week, we have one from Alex. This is Alex's screenshot of the week. Does anyone know where and how much it costs to change my son's last name?
Damn, dude.
I wish my mom would have posted that shit. Change my last name.
Oh, man.
Even if it is Hernandez, I'll take it over Guamto.
Guamto.
Anyways,
I feel like Guamto's more fitting, though. You should have just changed it to Guamto, though.
she said, I was so fucked up that I thought the bitch from Wendy's was trying to poison me. ... On God, she gave me frozen ass chicken breasts in my salad. LMAO. All these thoughts started going through my head, and I just stuck my finger down my throat and threw it up. Might die from salmonella and shit, man. Motherfuckers want to play while ordering my food and shit.
hey,
Is this the same person as last week?
shout out to Rockford.
She lives in Texas.
No, that girl's Rockford, though.
She's
One more for good luck.
She's notorious for being, a little bit of a...
Oh.
Sure. She said, when you're on your way to cheat and get that I don't really want to do this feeling, and then you call your N-word and he said the wrong shit to you, ... LMAO, then hung up on me, ... on my way to cheat, LMAO.
Dang.
It really be
Does
like
she not
that.
have her boyfriend
On
on
my
the
way
Facebook?
to cheat.
No, because he's an older guy.
Ah, so I didn't even know how to use it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wasn't he making a mixtape, though?
Yes.
Damn. He's literally doing it on cassette, though, because he doesn't know how to burn it to a CD.
On my way to cheat.
Damn.
Love that.
That's the Rockford
Oh,
Files for
man.
you.
I love this segment. All right. That closes out the Facebook screenshot of the week. All right. And that closes out the episode, too. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to keep sharing this with your friend, and let's keep making the spit bucket.
Just your friend.
Just your
one
friend.
friend.
One friend, please. If everyone shares it with one friend, we might have 10 listeners by the end of next week.
Shit, that's cool.
All right. Thanks
Damn,
for joining
half my
us.
friends are in here, though.
My name's Omar. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at _thesharkboy.
Oh, my turn. My bad. I didn't see you pointing right at me. You can find me on Instagram at AlanZF1.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at really_cool. The O's are zeros. And Mabel, by the way,
Pirates.
looks like an angel right now.
You can find Mabel at it's Mabel on
No,
Instagram.
it's me, Mabel.
God damn it.
I thought it was It's Mabel.
Fuck it. Don't find her on anything.
Yeah, don't find her.
All right, where can the people find you, hacker boy?
On Instagram at iPrado95.
He was a hacker boy. I said see you.
Later.
Smacker boy.
Smuckers.
God, that's gross.
I don't want anyone to find me on my Instagram.
If you want
anymore.
some sad boy music, listen to Everything Feels Better by From Indian Lakes.
I still see the shadows in my room.
No, not that.
No, find me
All
on
that
find me
I
on
need.
Depop. I'm trying to sell all my clothes.
Oh, yeah, though.
Yeah,
Shout out to Depop.
He has a really like a lot of cool vintage
E
shirts.
Mendoza, 1995.
What is it?
E Mendoza. 1995.
What's that
on
stand for?
Depop.
His name?
My
Eric
name.
Mendoza.
What?
Electronic Mendoza.
Just find me on there. I have a couple stuff up there, but by the time this comes out, there'll be like a lot more. So
Sweet. If you guys want some official Spit Bucket clothes worn by cast members themselves, Depop. E. Mendoza.
Maybe.
If you would like Eric to
95.
sweat in it prior to shipping it, please leave it in the comment box right
If you want me to rub my scrum all over it, please write that in the notes.
And then turn yourself into the police.
All right, and let us know if you would actually eat some human tacos.
Don't, actually.
All right, we'll see you guys next week at the.
Wait, did you have something else to say, Alan?
Oh no, I was gonna recommend a song for Eric.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is it?
Anything from Title Fight, but specifically Screen Door. It's
Okay.
a good ass song.
All right, there you guys go. You guys got some new music and recommendations and some food recommendations. We'll see you guys next week at the Spit Bucket.
I had a good start.